graduate receives their diploma. Additionally, please exit the auditorium if you have a crying child to ensure all graduates receive recognition. Finally, at the conclusion of tonight's event, please remain in your seats until every graduate has left the stage. As a reminder, graduates will exit the venue through the main lobby, so audience members need to stay in their seats so all present this evening can exit in a safe fashion. Again, please silence cell phones and hold all applause during the ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation. We will get started shortly. welcome to the 126th commencement ceremony of Solon High School. Please rise. Please rise and join Lizzie Walsh as she leads us in the singing of the national anthem, and remain standing as Anushka Dubé leads us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the rampart we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. This evening, I have the distinct honor of introducing our two student speakers for commencement. Our first speaker this evening is Jada Andrews, daughter of Nadine and Patrick Andrews. Jada was only one of 36 students nationwide to win the Princeton Prize on Race Relations for outstanding service in the Solon school community. She was a leader in the African American Culture Club, received the SHS Change Agent Award in 2023, the Principal's Leadership Award for the class of 2024, and was a 4-year honor roll student. Jada will be attending Purdue University, majoring in chemical engineering. Our second speaker is Simone Davis, daughter of Ruth Hartman and Joshua Davis. Simone served as the Girl Up president. She received the Yale Book Award and was a finalist in the Maltz Museum of Jewish Heritage's Stop the Hate essay competition. She was featured in the New York Times for her work with Planned Parenthood and placed second in the City Club's free speech essay contest. Simone will attend Wellesley College, majoring in history and political science.
Staff, faculty, family and friends of the audience, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. 4th grade was a time. For us girls, we were rocking feathers in our hair, tribal prints on our leggings, and infinity scarves around our necks. And for the boys, bright neon Nike hoodies with matching shorts were all the rage. Not only did we experiment in our fashion choices, but also in our extracurricular activities. 4th grade was when students were given the option to start playing the violin. I, like many of my fellow graduates, jumped at this opportunity because playing the violin was cool, and you looked cool while playing it, and who wouldn't want to be cool? My parents, like many other parents, said one thing to me: you can only do this if you're going to practice. I'm not going to rent this violin for you just for it to sit under your bed collecting dust. And so, after days of convincing, my orchestra career had began. Of course, like any other 10-year-old kid, my interest in the violin faded as quickly as it had started. At school, I faked my playing to the point where my music teacher had noticed, and at home, just like my parents predicted, my violin stayed under my bed collecting dust. Needless to say, when it came time to select a music for the following year, I checked the choir-only box. Now, our short-lived orchestra careers did not define who we were as students. Clearly, we're all here ready to receive our diplomas in just a few moments. Behind me, there are not only students, but successful athletes who have won their state competitions, extremely talented debaters who have made it all the way to nationals, and students who were not only able to manage school, but also work a job and support their families. Between quarantine, social distancing, and to top it all off, our DC trip getting canceled, we are students who have been through a lot. But in all seriousness, starting high school in the middle of a pandemic was very rough. Zoom was bad, you couldn't see through the white dividers that were taped to our desks, and up-only stairwells were really annoying. However, unlike the violin, high school isn't as easy to quit, and so we persevered. For every snow day we did not get, there was a day off because the transformer blew a fuse. For every tardy, because waking up on time is hard, there were late starts due to state testing. And for every test failed, well, there was another test passed, because nothing will scare you straight like seeing a D in the grade book. And yet, through good deeds, dedication, determination, and diligence, we have managed to survive it all. Throughout these 4 years, we have all been able to write our own personal symphonies by getting to know our morals, our values, and our beliefs. What we remember of our time in high school will not be how many APs we took or how many rising stars we got. Instead, we will remember the bonds and friendships that we have formed, the life lessons that we have learned, and the challenges that we've overcome. Through its fostering hallways, diverse environment, and encouraging students to learn as much as possible, Solon has given us a lot. The ability to lead, the skills to succeed, and the drive to be better. High school was tough, but so is life. And because of the obstacles conquered here, we are now ready to go out into the world and do whatever we set our minds to. And we are so fortunate to have been able to attend such a school. Like many of my fellow graduates, my playing of the violin only lasted a year, but that does not mean that we are not all a part of a greater orchestra. We all have an instrument inside that our staff and faculty has helped us fine-tune and perfect. So congratulations to the class of 2024, and an honorable mention to those of us who actually stayed in orchestra. It is time we go off on our own paths, ready to spread our skills through the world, not through our 4th grade level violin skills, but through our talents and our passions. The world has become our stage. It is time for us to perform and make every note count. Thank you.
On April 8th, in our final days of senior year, we rushed outside, gathering in parks, backyards, and playgrounds. At 3:15 p.m., a shadow was cast over Northeast Ohio. Though we were in complete darkness, we still felt the warm presence of sunlight as rays slipped around the edges of the moon. The solar eclipse was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and we were lucky enough that the path of totality, where the Earth, moon, and sun were in complete alignment, fell across our hometown. From our backyards, our families gazed into the sky in awe of the rare beauty of the moment. But for Solon's class of 2024, staring up into the shadowed sky didn't feel completely new. As we peered into the universe for one brief moment in our final days of senior year, we were brought back to the first days of our freshman year, when another shadow was cast over Solon, Ohio. High school for us has been bookended by 2 defining global events: Entering high school during COVID was akin to April's solar eclipse in its rarity, darkness, and also in the way that it taught us to find unexpected beauty within our community. Instead of taking those inaugural first steps through the senior commons or pool pad doors, many of us lugged ourselves out of bed and clicked a Zoom link that was our only connection with classmates and teachers. We clicked a link that, while inadequate compared to a regular classroom experience, still managed to set in motion friendships, pique our lifelong passions, and align our futures with the brilliance that is a Solon High School education. It would have been easy in the fall of 2020 to succumb to the darkness, just as it would have been easy last month to stay at home, indulging in a lazy day off rather than going outside and watching the eclipse. It would have been simple to stagnate and fall into a deep isolation. But we didn't let each other do that. Just as we came together as a community on April 8th, we found ways to build bridges over our virus-imposed solitude. We joined virtual club meetings, we played socially distanced sports, and eventually, we held masked class discussions. Even now, we continue to foster community, galvanized by what we lost. Parents, teachers, and students come together in Solon to create a school district that eclipses all others in the state. No other school in Ohio takes pride in such a diverse community, where walls are constantly bedecked in Diwali, Lunar New Year, or Hispanic Heritage Month celebrations. No other school in Ohio can boast a record of 49 students qualifying as National Merit Scholars. No other school in Ohio retains such a commitment to success in so many different fields that teams ranging from speech and debate, science Olympiad, and diving have all qualified and placed at state tournaments. And, of course, no other school in Ohio has the best chocolate chip cookies in America. I'm sorry, used to have the best chocolate chip cookies in America. The work our families put in behind the scenes is indispensable, driving us to and from basketball practices, mock trial competitions, and drama club rehearsals. They operate almost invisibly, just as an eclipsed sun is partially obscured from view. But if you look closely, you can still see the silhouette of their support glimmering around the edges of every one of our accomplishments. Our teachers, staff, and administrators position themselves in line with our families, embracing us with light and pushing us forward with the support we need when our parents are not around. And we, the class of 2024, align with the many opportunities presented to us, each finding our own path to success. There are rare moments, perhaps this graduation is one of them, where the work of parents, teachers, and students align to result in our many remarkable accomplishments. Now, as we leave Solon, we will retain the image of the solar eclipse as one of our final high school memories. From the dark night of the coronavirus that cast a shadow over our freshman year, to the brilliant corona of the sun, which brightened the spring of our senior year, we have found community in dark moments and a sustained commitment to excellence, which we will bring with us into our futures. As we step out of the fluorescent lights of the senior commons and onto sunlit paths, we will bring a glimmering Solon light with us, finding solace in challenges and not letting them hinder us, but rather shape who we become. The last time that Northeast Ohio saw a total solar eclipse was 218 years ago, but the chance of them seeing another group of students like Solon's class of 2024 is 1 in a billion. As we scatter into our futures like space dust, let us dazzle like an eclipse and soar like the comets we are.
Thank you, Jada and Simone. At this time, Fasia Amir will present the class gift.
The Class of 2024 is pleased to announce that this year's class gift is a contribution of funds to help offset the cost of community building activities at Solon High School. We are happy to share this donation to continue Solon's tradition of We Are SC. Thank you.
Esteemed colleagues, families, and most importantly, members of the class of 2024. For the next few minutes, I want to share some thoughts about the power of storytelling, both the stories we are told, the personal narratives we create in our minds, and the stories that we live out through our actions. As a former English teacher, storytelling and reading are two of my favorite things. The lyrics of Alicia Moore, also known as Pink, is another, but more on that in a minute. When we learn to read, by definition, to unlock a world of endless possibilities, or to dream with open eyes, we did so first by listening to stories told to us by some of the most important people in our lives: our moms, our dads, our grandparents, our teachers. Over time, this listening to stories morphed into our reading of stories, and eventually us learning how to give voice to our own stories. As I pondered how to celebrate the class of 24, I thought, what could be better than weaving their collective story with the lyrics to some of my favorite Pink songs, especially her song, I Am Here. It's an anthem about the power of embracing the present and confronting whatever life throws our way with determination and grit. A song that encourages us to view our mistakes as opportunities for growth. A challenge to live fearlessly, to embrace self-acceptance, and to boldly state, I am here. So here goes. The high school story of the class of 24 began as a whisper in the midst of a pandemic. So much was wrong with the world, yet our students adapted and carved their own path. As life returned to normal, the story of the class of 24 grew from a whisper to a buzz and eventually to a roar. Their tireless work over the last 4 years made a statement with the following accomplishments. 19 of these seniors were named National Merit Finalists, 1 a semifinalist, 27 commended scholars, and 3 earned the National African American Recognition Award, for a total of 50 students distinguished by national merit. It's impressive. 11 of these seniors have been recognized as U.S. presidential scholar candidates. 270 members of the class achieved merit or honor roll status their senior year. That's 79%. 165 of these seniors will be receiving an honors diploma. That's 48%. Through their collective efforts, the class played a role in the Solon schools, earning the following honors this year alone. Recognition on U.S. News and World Report's list of best high schools in the country, ranking #1 in Northeast Ohio. The designation of Best Community for Music Education. The Solon schools being recognized as having one of the highest rated teaching staffs in the state. And the Solon schools being ranked #1 just this week by Cleveland Magazine for an unprecedented 16th year in a row. Academically, our seniors have said, I am here. But the story of the class of 24 was not one-dimensional, as they boldly made their mark through extracurricular activities as well. 7 of our academic teams, Academic Challenge, Chess, Future Business Leaders, Future Problem Solvers, HOSA, Science Olympiad, and Speech and Debate have qualified for their national tournaments, with members of the class of 24 leading our chess team to a state championship. Our Science Olympiad team to a state championship. Our Academic Challenge, Speech and Debate, and Future Business Leaders teams to state runners-up finishes, as well as individual state champions in problem solving. Our mock trial and dance teams qualified for their respective state competitions. Individuals earn state and national recognition in business, essay writing, computing and technology, and career technology. The Courier News site, led by our seniors, won all Ohio honors. Senior members of our drama club concluded 4 amazing years on stage with outstanding performances of The Play That Goes Wrong and Curtains. Our marching band, concert bands, orchestras, and choral groups impressed audiences throughout the year. Our Symphonia Orchestra earned a superior rating at state competition, and Music in Motion was crowned grand champions multiple times. Artists from this class earned awards and honors at both the state and national level. Collectively, the class helped our student organizations raise thousands of dollars to donate to local charities and logged countless hours of volunteering at community events. Members of this class were part of 2 teams that won league championships, boys swimming and diving and girls track. Our girls soccer and girls track teams won district championships. Dominic Roberto was crowned a 4-time state champion in diving. Individual seniors have competed at the state level in boys cross country, boys tennis, boys and girls swimming and diving, boys and girls indoor and outdoor track, and 4 members of this class have received Division I or II athletic scholarships. Again, the amazing humans sitting behind me tonight sent a message to the world the last 4 years as they physically demonstrated, I am here. But we all know, in every good story, the main character does not just earn accolades. Or as American writer Frederick Douglass put it, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. That is why the best stories have components of both triumph and tragedy, setbacks and success, happiness and sadness. Every good story has at least one character. The class of 24 story had 343 characters that had to overcome obstacles, deal with disappointment, navigate heartache. Each day our seniors spent at Solon High School was a page and a chapter of the story they wrote about themselves and what they are capable of achieving when they choose to learn from setbacks and accept their flaws as simply being human. Seniors, as you cross this stage tonight and close the final chapter of your high school story, I remind you that you have many, many more stories to write. Surely there will be elements of comedy, maybe a little tragedy, hopefully a lot of love, but no matter the genre, I have no doubt that with you as the protagonist, anything is possible. So when you open your laptop or pick up the pen to begin the next story, please remember the lyrics of my friend, Alicia Moore. Be bold. Find your joy. Don't let people tell you that you need to change who you are, because in the end, you will be proud of your skin, even those scars. Today and every day, may the light be upon you. May you feel in your bones that you are enough. And in this moment, looking forward to the blank pages that lie ahead, your fingers may be clenched, your stomach may be in knots, your heart may be racing, but afraid you are not, because you are here. Congratulations and the very best of luck. At this time, I'd like to ask Mrs. Julie Glavin, President of the Board of Education, to come forward to award diplomas to the class of '24. But before we begin, I ask the audience for your cooperation in maintaining the dignity of this ceremony. Please hold your applause until every senior has received his or her diploma. These students have worked hard for 12 years to reach this milestone, and although I understand your personal excitement, remember that each of these students deserves their moment on center stage. It would be very unfortunate if someone's name could not be heard because the family before was cheering. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, for your consideration of others, and for maintaining the dignity of the ceremony. I promise you, when that last name is called, we will give you plenty of time to make a lot of noise. After they receive their diplomas, Student Council Co-President Sudiksha Ramesh will read the class roll, and Co-President Praise Fujimati will assist with the presentation of diplomas. It gives me great pleasure to present to you the Solon High School class of 2024. Sudiksha Ramesh. Praise Ebunoluwa Fujimati.
Evan Albert Adler, Marissa Christine Adarnetto, Nandini Agarwal, Vinat Agarwala, Sammy Dean Adelkadi, Mariam Alabsi, Maisha Mawabi Alam, Makai Messiah Ali, Jamal Abdullah Almuganahi, Aaron Ege Alte, Anushka Dubey, Fasiha Amir, Alora Lale Ansari, Mariam Shahana Ansari, Jacqueline Chidira Arinze, Karina Becca Arnapolin, Michael Albert Arustamain, Leoned Avdayenko, Isaac J.E. Bai, Harley Reese Barman, Crawford Fannin Barnett IV, Susmitha Bhaskaran, McKenna Eileen Bauza, Eunice Byrak, Jonathan Alexander Bell Zarofsky, Shayna Elizabeth Burke, Joshua Aaron Berman, Annie Marie Bettinger, Janavi Deepak Bhatt, Mayor Bindra, Mackenzie Susan Blackford, Yaroslav Johan Bliznitz, Iris Amelia Baugen, Antonio Gregory Bond Jr., Elizabeth Marie Bondarchuk, Nia Elise Booker, Juliette Brie Borgex, Jonah Josiah Boyer, Eric Cooper Boykin, Edward William Brady, Morgan Melissa Braxton, Jermaine Desmond Brooks Jr., Ruby Addison Brooks, Abby Rebecca Brown, Aiden John Brown, Cameron Ridrick Brown, Tyler William Ray Brown, Sal Lars Baldum, Jacqueline Hope Butkovic, Tanner Lee Calvetta, Catherine May Cameron, Melanie Grace Cardwell, Marina Anita Catalano, Logan Meredith Chandler, Marianne Yebin Chang, Anthony Chappelle II, Annabella Rose Charney, Aniket Yogesh Chowdhury, Grace Yu Chen, Sophia Yang Chen, Veronica Ling Chen, Eamon Forrest Chips, Sanjana Chiravuri, Piyush Umesh Chitnis, Fernando Alonso Chong Diaz, Janaya Shawnice Turn, Antonio Love Coleman II, Jeremiah Victor Conaway, Sophia Jean Corlett, Bryson Riley Cohen, Lily Brian Cox, Stephen Joseph Crawford Jr., Abigail Ray Crunk, Tamia Deshay Cummings, Moyne Elliott Dalby, Mika Leeling Dinesberg, Diamond Denise Davis, L. Margaret Davis, Vincenzo Anthony Delgado Coppola, Sophie Autumn DeSatnik, Angelo Joseph DiMatteo, Laura Doe, Sarah Zulin Dong, Juliet Valentina Dowling Cole, Cecilia Rose Durdek, Aubrey Addison Drake, Aton Jonathan Dubson, Damon Michael Dukes, Lauren Nicole Dunmeyer, Matthew James Dunn Jr., Avery Elizabeth Dupan, Ekram Duzdag, Alexis Marie Earl, Badreddin Salam Exite, Anna Lynn Marie Emch, Andrew David Engelhart, Brandon Isaac Esper, Joy Fan, Lola Rose Farley, Caitlin Maureen Felberg, Arian Elizabeth Ferguson Cloud, Brendan Andrew Fernandez, Noah Matthew Fuel, Ari Michael Friedman, Trinity Francis Fry, Stephen Andre Fung, Trenton Isaiah Gage, Kelsey Jean Gator Davis, Bang Ying Gao, Dylan Michael Gardner, Anya Grace Gao, Kaylin Reese Gaiman, Kyle Ori Gekovich, Gabriella Rose Gialanza, Sophia Marie Glazen, Hayden K. Gobelbecker, Shai Layla Golan, Ian Benjamin Goldfeder, Carly Isabella Goldman, Ethan Shane Greenberg, Michelle V. Grinberg, Owen Alexander Grossman, Elena Guo, Chehek Gupta, Lauren Elizabeth Hales, Jaden Isaiah Hall, Taryn Rose Halley, Dacian Antoine Hamilton, Alicia Yvonne Harper, Lauren Charlotte Haverstick, Aiden Michael Hayes, Boston Chase Hazelwood, Alina He, Jerry He, Brianna Christina Hedden, Nicholas John Hevelin, Ava Lily Herman, Zoe Bella Herman, Abigail Rose Rich, Caitlin Bryce Hillman, Emily May Hines, Anwin Isla Hobbs, Ian Joseph Holman, Laurel Elise Holscher, Kenaya LaJoy Hopkins. Ariel Lee Shea. Juliana Michelle Huth. Antonio Michael Ayanacone. Andrew Ryan Indrajaya. Sonia V. Isakova. Stephanie Marie Jackson. Ria Jacob. Joshua Yuan Jang. Dylan Lee Johnson. Alexa Marie Jones. Miles Zachary Jones. Angelo Joseph. Allison Ann Yee Kaiser. Hannah Lauren Call. Ava Roya Kanj. Borhan Senni Kara. Ekjot Kar. Semra Kaya. Benjamin Olaf Carrier. Hannah Emily Kendall. Connor Patrick Keogh. Cameron Corey Kelly. Prajval Kesareddy. Benjamin Michael Kodakovsky. Nathan Gregory Karishko. Patrick Chege Kiari. Patrick Chege Kihuga. Trevor Gunwoo Kim. Savannah Toshe Kincaid. Jack William Klein. Jenna Michelle Klein. Jordan Benjamin Klein. Ryan Logan Cookin. Ariella Kozlov. Jada Sky Andrews. Simone Bria Davis. Gabriella Rose Kribis. Jacob Riley Lader. Sophia Bana Lance. Colin Jiu Lee. Catherine Yitzia Lee. Ethan David Leonard. Michael Yevgeny Lerner. Kaylee Jade Levenhagen. Jayla Kennedy Lewis. Lindsay Yanyelene Lee. Vivian Wenwen Lin. Jacob Elliott Liebson. Daniel Sayum Lim. Salamia Lapata. Vivian Peggy Luce. Sia Maheshwari. Tasmia Tasin Mahira. Noah Saeed Mahmood. Jesse Mack. Yaya Shahid Malik. Ram Aryan Malampati. Jennifer Sarah Martell. Kira Noel McAndrew. Brian Michael McQuaid. Harris Nathan Meadow. Hillary Grace Meyer. Eileen Grace Miosi. Darius James Montague. Noah Mark Morgan. Ayushi Mukherjee. Emerson Joy Mulcahy. Nicole Grace Nagy. Lillian Caitlin Newby. Hong Bao Tran Nguyen. Osiris Amin Nicholson. Princess Munachisu Osiju. Yasharth Veer Pandey. Siram Pantham. Hannah Soren Park. Stevie Nicole Parker. Mugdha Rishikesh Patil. Ruchira Ashutosh Patil. Orly Daniel Pelag. Hayden Scott Perry. Avery Alexander Perryman. Troy Jaden Peterson. Eric P. Liv. Austin Paige Pittman. Sierra Nicole Plank. Zamaya Pollard. Sophia Stacy Polyakov. Evelyn Marie Prelog. Nicholas Alexander Purcell, Salman Omar Kalinley, Tali Yarden Rapkin, Jane Margaret Radis, Cyrus Singh Rai, Saraya Vashti Ramjit, Mia Ray, Cadence Eleanor May Reynolds, Joseph James Riddler, Dominic Roberto, Sydney Rebecca Roseman, Gray May Rowan, Elisa Rudenko, Kate Erin Rukin, Ella Kathleen Ryan, Jumani Ibrahim Salami, Kaylin Daya Samuel Raj, Elena Grace Sanders, Lauren Donna Sanders, Solomon Jeremiah Sanders, Varun Satyajit, Elena Dora Schaefer, Aiden J. Schloss, Aditya Sharma, Daniel Jacob Sher, Vedant Atul Shinde, Umi Shapalatov, Zukra Shapalatova, Zachary Mark Starkman, Maxwell Paul Schuster, Abigail Ruth Siff, Nicholas Andrew Seiken, Marley Summer Sims, Diljot Singh, Gurleen Singh, Donovan Bradley Smith, Leah Nicole Smith, Mahida Sai Chandrika Somanchi, Taylor Marie Sordi, Chloe Michelle Sprafka, Shay Mason Springer, Jacob David Stepansky, Charles Kelly Stevens, Imani Latrice Stevens, Tyler John Stevens, Tony Amaya Stith, Giorgio Edward Zabo, Max Perkins Taddeo, Alexis Lynn Taylor, Samantha Morgan Taylor, Cameron Elise Thomas, Otis Bernard Thomas Jr., Shaylin Alexandria Thomas, Taureen Bakari Thomas Jr., Maximus Strong Thompson, Aaron Mitchell Teitelbaum, Ella Hayden Tamarkio, Josue Antonio Toro, Randy Trong, Arian Jakari Tucker, John James Ugasini, Benjamin Ulanovsky, Ronnie Antonia Valentino, Angelina Andrea Velkov, Ria Verma, Anastasia Vigovska, Naike Kingara Wachira, Grace Elizabeth Wagner, Nathan Michael Wallagora, Safari Diamond Wallace, Elizabeth Janie Walsh, Helen Wang, Mrinmai Prashanth Varade, Nikaya Chanel Washington, Kiana Alexis Watford, Kendra Nicole Weaver, William Allen Webb, Lindsay Hannah Weinberg, Zachary L. Weiss, Emma Catherine Wellman, Catherine Bonawell Westridge, Pomi Therese Winnie, Blake Delmar Allen White. Nathan Robert Whitman. Kyla Venice Williams. Anna Josephine Wong. Ella Wu. Younglin Wu. Christina Zin. Benjamin Shu. Inez Said Yolmaz. Caitlin Faith Brooke Young. Brady Haifeng Yuan. Sasha Grace Zoller. Kira Cass Zockham. Tiena Zhang. Shishi Zhang. Evan Lee Zhao. Kyle Zhao. Jayling Zhu. Max Samuel Zuckerman. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to stand as the senior members of the Madrigals sing the Solon alma mater. Graduates, please remain standing and move your tassels from right to left.